Well, hello there. In this video, I'm gonna make a tier list of Gintama characters. So here are the characters I will use in the tier list for this video. And I recently finished this anime called Gintama. I think it's really good. Personally, it's my favorite anime of all time with great characters, amazing plot, emotional moments, funny moments. Everything in this anime is good. So without further ado, let's rank the characters from this anime. So well, first we have Hijikata, easily an S tier. Now Hijikata is personally one of my favorite characters in the series, like top three. So obviously, I'm gonna put him very high on this list. He's a great character, amazing development, design, personality. Mwah. Hijikata's the GOAT. Next up, we have Otsu. I mean, I like her, but she doesn't really have that much going for her, except for Shinpachi to, well, she's a girl or singer Shinpachi has a crush on, so I'd say B is appropriate. Maybe we'll put it higher, maybe lower, so for now she should stay in the B tier. Seita. Well, despite his low amount of screen time, I think he is a really great, really good, or at least decent character. So I'd say either B or C plus, but for now I'm putting him here. I do not have nothing against him, but I don't think he's that good of a character. Now, Matsudaira. Matsudaira is another character I kind of like, but not really that interested in him either. Either B or A minus. So for now, I'm gonna put him here in A minus. Maybe we'll change that later. Nobume. Nobume's S tier, easily one of the greatest female characters in the series. She's actually my second favorite, right after Kagura, which Kagura is obviously first because not only is she the main female character, but I genuinely think she's really good and an enjoyable character to watch. So Nobume is S, without a doubt. So this guy, I don't know his name, but I know who he is. He's the father of Ikumatsu, the girl who cooks ramen. So he only appeared for like, I don't know, two episodes, but I think he was good in those. But I don't think I'm putting him higher than probably C. So let's just say he's a C plus. Mutsu. Mutsu's a great female character and like my fourth favorite, easily in my top four. So I'd say either A or A plus, but for now I'm gonna put her here. Tatsumi. Well, she only appeared for two episodes, and even though I like her, I can't put her anywhere near high. So I'd say either C plus or C. For now, let's just put her here. Katsura. Katsura top four easily. One of my favorites. He's fun, great backstory, development. Katsura rocks. I love him. Really. Now, the Ikeda Asaemon. He also did not have that much screen time, so either B or C plus, but she's one of the characters I like the most. She's a really cool female character, so either B or C plus. Not sure. Well, let's put her in B for now. Maybe we'll change it. Otai. Now I know a lot of people gonna hate me for this, but I really respect Otai. She's a strong female character. Again, a great sister for Shinpachi and really a hardworking person. I respect her a lot. Now, Mitsuba. So she's the older sister of Okita and only appeared for 2 episodes before she died. And her death was really freaking sad. I'd say it was the moment that first really hit me in the feels. So I think she's a B tier easily, but not sure whether to put it higher or not. So for now, let's say B. Prince Hata. Now, he doesn't have that much screen time except in the first and the last seasons, but I think he's a great developed character with a very interesting backstory, so I'm gonna put him in A minus. Gengai Hiraga. I'm not sure whether to put him somewhere between B or S. No, not S, but A plus definitely. So let's put him in A. I like him a lot. He's a great inventor. In fact, he's one of the most important characters to the plot. So obviously he's gonna be higher up. He's the constructor of both Kintoki and Tama. So I really respect Gengai for that. Sadaharu. Oh wait, Sadaharu is A tier. I'd say he's a great character, and despite being only a dog, I still like him a lot. He's cute, he has a lot of fun moments, and is a great pet for both Kintoki and Kagura. So Sakamoto. Sakamoto, I'd say is either A or A minus, but I'm really not sure. He's an idiot and doesn't have that much development other from his backstory, but I still like him a lot. So I'd say A minus is appropriate for him. Maybe A, but really, I'm not sure. So let's put him in A minus for now. Senzo Hattori. I'd say he's easily an A plus or A because his development in the Shogun assassination arc is really good, and his rivalry with Gintoki also is great. So I'd say A plus. I respect Zenzo a lot, and uh, the next character is the Otose's former husband, and although he only appeared in flashbacks, I think he did get enough development and a great rivalry with Jirocho, and was really important to Otose and Jirocho. So I'd say B, but actually, he's just a flashback character. We didn't. He died before the main story, so I can't put him really high. But he's still good. Now, Shogun. This is the Shogun Shigeshige Tokugawa. There were actually few shoguns, and I'd say that Shigeshige is easily the most likable character in the entire series. I love this man. He's selfless. He's a great leader, charismatic, easily an A plus. And his death really made me cry. Well, hold on. Well, hold on. Enough said. So Jirocho, I'd say is A or A minus because I think he's a pretty good antagonist and a character. Really like him and his relationship with Otose, so I'm gonna put him in A. Gedomaru. Gedomaru is I really like her, but I mean she only appeared for like two, three episodes. I don't know. She was a fun character, don't get me wrong, but she still does not have enough screen time, so I can't put her that high. I'd say C is appropriate. Matako. Matako is one of the Kiheitai members, and I'd say she's a pretty interesting character. She may be a little bit of a simp for Takasugi, but that can be forgiven. A minus, I think, is appropriate. Umibozu. So this is the father of both Kagura and Kamui, and I'd say he's a really badass character, but he's a pretty bad father, I'd say. So I think A tier suits him the best. Sachan. Now, Sachan is actually I used to hate her a lot because she's probably one of the most annoying Gintama characters. If you have seen Naruto, then she's definitely the Karin of the series, but instead of Sasuke, she seems for Gintoki. So either B or A minus, but I think B because of how annoying she can be. Kagura's S tier. Easily the best female character in the series. She's fun. I like her a lot. And her relationship with all the Yorozuya members is just is top tier. Shinpachi. Shinpachi is either A plus or S, but I still don't think I can put him really high, so I'd say A plus. She's probably the weakest human member of Yorozuya, but at the same time, I think he's one of the most underrated characters in the franchise. I really enjoyed him complaining for all the Gintoki's, when Gintoki does something stupid, then he always has to complain. I really think that was fun. Oh, so this is gonna be interesting. Now, I don't know if I should include this guy as Utsuro or as a Shoyo, but I'd say Utsuro is easily an S tier antagonist and one of the greatest villains of all time, but Shoyo is only his persona. So I think I'm going to include him as Utsuro and just say he's an S. One of the best written characters in Gintama, easily. Now the next character is Ayumu Tojo. Now he's a stalker for Kyubei, and even though I know it's his duty, but I don't think I can put him really high. Besides maybe B, not that interesting for me. Bimbokusai. Now Bimbokusai is the grandfather of Kyubei and the former head of the Yakyu clan, but he doesn't have is that interesting of a character. He's pretty fun, I guess, but not that great. Koka. Now, Koka is the mother of both Kagura and Kamui and Umibozu's wife, but well, she died before the main story, and the only time we've seen her is the Umibozu's backstory and how she and Umibozu got along with each other. So I'd say A minus. It was a really tragic, romantic story. Made me cry. A minus it is. Kamui. Now Kamui is the older brother of Kagura and one of the strongest characters in the series, so I'd say A plus suits him. He's fun, he's very entertaining character, and overall, I just really enjoy seeing him fighting. I'm always an A. Tetsuko. Now, Tetsuko did have a lot more screen time than Tatsumi, but I don't think I can place her really that high. Aside from, maybe um, she did the sword thing in the Benizakura arc, and then she repaired the Kusanagi in the Slip arc. So I'd say C tier suits her the best. Kyubey. Kyubey is an A plus without a doubt. One of the best written female characters of all time, in my opinion. I like her a lot. But at the same time, I really think she can be pretty annoying, especially when when man touches her. She freaks out, and I'd say that was pretty irritating. Now, I can put her really higher than that. Either way, she's a great character. Kamotaro Ito. Now he only has one arc, but in that he managed to be easily one of the most developed antagonists ever. So, no, not ever, but in the series. So I'd say A minus suits him. If this guy had more screen time and development, then he would definitely be like A or A plus. Bansai. Bansai, just like Matako, is another member of the Kihei Tai, and I really think he's cool, but that's pretty much it. A minus suits him. But hold on, Gintoki, this is the main protagonist. I think he deserves a tier on his own. Gintoki's the goat. Gintoki has to have a tier on his own. I don't care. I don't care what you say. He's the greatest character of all time. Catherine. I mean, she's easily one of my least favorite characters, and a lot of the characters joke her about being this bad heroine, so I kind of feel bad for her, but I mean, I can't put her really higher. Now, this is the Lolicon guy. I believe his name's, well, I forgot his name, but I know who he is. And I think he's a pretty fun character, and just like Bonsai and Matako, he's another member of the Kiheitai. So, well, Kiheitai are really interesting group of antagonists, but this guy was easily my least favorite of the group, so I can't put him really higher than B tier. Saigo. Saigo was a pretty fun character in my opinion, but I don't think he's that interesting for me aside from being a tranny and well, he is strong and did have a lot of development in the four devas of Kabukicho arc, so B tier suits him the best in my opinion. Wait. I know what to do with this guy. Hold on. That definitely suits him the best. He needs to have his own tier. I mean, that's his full name after all. Uh, Looks like the template can take that too much text. Anyways. So the Jugem has his own tier, but Soyo. I liked Soyo a lot, especially after the time skip when she becomes saddest, but I don't think I can put her higher. C plus. Tsukuyo. Tsukuyo is one of my favorite female characters in Gintama. I'd say she's on number three after Kagura and Nobume, but I also think she's the most overrated female character in all of Gintama. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Kondo, S tier. I don't think I can say much anything about him. He's a great character, has a lot of flaws, but that's what's making him a great character. I also like how he's important to all of the Shinsengumi members, especially Hijikata and Okita, and I really respect him for being what he is. Kondo's amazing. Yamazaki. Yamazaki, I really feel bad for him because he doesn't get that much attention he deserves, so I said A. But I think he still pales in comparison to all of the Shinsengumi members. Otose. Otose is A. I really respect Otose, and I really liked her backstory with Jirocho and Tatsugoro. Yes, Tatsugoro Terada. That was her former husband, and I really think she also doesn't get enough attention than she deserves. A tier easily. Jose Nigata, the hard-boiled detective. Wait, he. I also need to make him a tier. Uh, hard-boiled detective deserves a hard-boiled tier. Okita. Okita says not only is he this sadistic character, and in Gintama the S is short for saddest, but I genuinely think he's an amazing written character. I like his development a lot in arcs like the Mitsuba arc or the Rokaku arc, and I also think his fight against Kamui was really amazing. So goes, uh, so goes great. Takasugi, Takasugi's S tier, one of my favorite characters in all of Gintama, and I'd say he's in top three with Gintoki and Hijikata. They're all goats. Big respect. Ketsuno Ana. Well, I like that Gintoki has a crush on her, but and I also really liked her backstory with the Ketsuno and Shirino on Myoji clans, but I'd say C plus is appropriate for her. Ikumatsu. Ikumatsu is the girl that makes ramen, like I said before, and I really liked her relationship with Katsura, so B. Can't put her anything higher than that. Tama. Tama's A plus. I really loved her in the Kintoki arc where she was the one of the last two characters along with Sadaharu that stayed loyal to Kintoki, and I can't help but respect her from all my heart. Abuto. Abuto wasn't that much interesting of a character. I'd say he was fun, but aside from him being Kamui's right hand man, I don't think I can say that much about him. Oh, hold on! This guy needs a tier on his own. Hasegawa needs a tier on his own. Don't come at me. Hasegawa needs to get that on tier on his own. He's a great character despite his ridiculously low amount of screen time, and I'd say he is easily one of the most, if not the most, realistic anime character I've seen so far. No character has that much of a realistic struggle than Hasegawa has. This guy, I forgot her name, but I know who she is. She's one of the former four devas of Kabukicho and the main antagonist of that arc. So I'd say C plus. She doesn't have that much of a screen time and substance, so I'd say that suits her best. Hedoro. Hedoro was a really fun character I liked, and the plot twist of him being infected by a flower parasite, you can see it on his head, was a thing I really enjoyed. I'd say either B or A minus. I can decide. So I'm putting him in B for now. Elizabeth. I mean, I really loved Elizabeth even before the Dragonia plot twist. I think he is a really fun and entertaining character, but that plot twist in the Silver Soul arc made me like him even more. Elizabeth is A plus, and the last but not least is Pirako. I'd say C plus. Only appeared in one arc, and even though she did a great role there, I don't think I can put her that much higher. Maybe no. Well, let's say A minus. I suddenly remembered that her role in the arc was a very important one, and her relationship with her father, Jirocho, was really amazing. So I'd say that pretty much wraps the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed watching and see you next time. Bye bye.